Hello everybody, this is Mr. Apple. Welcome back to episode number 42 of the Seattle Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 23, as it's the final road trip of the season for the Seattle Mariners. They're going to try to reach 100 wins in today's episode. We'll have to see if they can get it done as they start off on the road against the Oakland Athletics. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. The former Atlanta Brave Kyle Muller will be on the mound. It has not been a good season for him, but he's going to start off his day against Dylan Moore, and he gets him to strike out on the fastball. So Kyle Muller opened the season as the A's opening day pitcher, and it's been a season he'd like to forget. Next batter, J.P. Crawford will single this one into left. A nice inside-out swing by the Mariners shortstop. I'll bring up Ty France up next, one of the best average hitters in the American League, and he's going to fly this one into right center, and it gets down. Crawford being very aggressive on the base pass, going to get all the way to third. So nice piece of running there by JP. That puts runners on the corners for Julio Rodriguez, who flies this one into right. It is going to be caught, and that'll actually allow a run to tie. So the Mariners get the first lead of the ballgame, 1-0 off the sac fly. Teoscar Hernandez won't do anything else as he'll swing and miss, but the Mariners take a one-run lead, and they'll turn it over to their starter today, Chris Flexen, making his 31st appearance of the season. He'll begin the day against Jace Peterson, who leads the Oakland Athletics in stolen bases, but he'll swing and miss on a high inside fastball for the first out of the inning. They'll bring up Esteury Ruiz, and the speedster will draw a walk. Got to be careful of him on first base. Jesus Aguilar up next. He gets underneath a fastball, skies it right for Cal Raleigh at the plate. It is going to be caught. And we'll take a look at this Oakland A's lineup today. Obviously, the offense has not been good this season. Here's a look. We've seen Peterson, Ruiz, Aguilar. Next, we'll see Seth Brown, Connor Capel, Ramon Laureano, Jordan Diaz, Shea Langoliers, and the rookie Logan Davidson to round out the lineup. Here's Seth Brown. He gets a 1-2 pitch, and he ropes this one past the diving glove of Crawford into left field. So that'll be a 2-out hit. So now 2 on for Connor Capel. 1-2 pitch, skies a cutter into center. J-Rod will be underneath it, and that'll be how the first ends. We'll go a little bit farther into this one to the 5th inning, where Flexen will actually be taken out. Justice Sheffield will enter the game. Flexen pitched a lot of pitches through 4 innings. It's been all the pitching in this one, but his pitch count was just a little too high. Shea Langoliers will begin the bottom of the 5th for the A's, and he'll chop this one over to second. Nice sliding stop by Cesar Hernandez, and a nice throw gets him out at first. That'll bring up the rookie Logan Davidson. He'll draw a walk, the former Clemson Tiger on first base, and he's going to look to steal second and will. The 2019 first-round pick by Oakland is now in scoring position, but Jace Peterson can't do anything with it. He swings and misses on the sinker. Esteury Ruiz up next, chops this one over to Cesar again, and that'll end the 5th. Still 1-0 lead for Seattle. Not a lot of offense in this one as we go top 6 now, as J.P. Crawford will begin the inning. He'll hit this one into left. Crawford is 2 for 2 on the day, but unable to get a hit there. That brings up Ty France, who'll hit this one into right field. That'll get down for a hit, and that's actually the first Seattle hit since the 2nd inning. Muller's pitched a very good game up to this point, but his pitch count is getting pretty high. And Mark Kotsay is actually going to make the call to pull him here. They'll bring in the rookie JT Ginn, the former New York Mets prospect who came over last year in the Chris Bassett trade. And he has J-Rod. He's going to ground him over to third. And, well, Ginn couldn't have had a better inning. 1 pitch, 2 outs to end the 6th. Nice pitch, I guess, by JT Ginn. We'll go bottom 7 now. Still 1-0. Laureano's going to lead off for the A's. And, well, Sheffield gets him to ground up the middle. Nice play by Crawford. Next up, Jordan Diaz, and he'll hit this one into right center. That'll go down for a base hit before Teoscar can get to that ball. That'll bring up Shea Langoliers, 1-2 pitch, and he will check his swing. And let's say he went around. Strike 3 on the catcher. 2 down now for Logan Davidson, who gets a 1-0 pitch and rips this one into the left field gap. That is trouble. 1 hops off the wall. Diaz is going to round third. He's going to be sent home, and the throw is not in time. An RBI double for the rookie, Logan Davidson, as he ties it up on his first double in his career. Next batter, Jace Peterson rips it off the right center wall, and just like that, the Oakland Athletics have the lead. Back-to-back doubles, and it's now 2-1 in favor of the A's. Sheffield needs one more out to get through the inning, and he can't get it here. Ruiz up the middle now. Runner headed home. Throw is offline. It's 3-1 Oakland as Justice Sheffield is falling apart here in the 7th. Cannot get that final out. He finally jams Aguilar inside, but not before the damage has been done. There's only 2 more innings left to play. And now Domingo Acevedo comes in a setup role, making his 63rd appearance of the season. He'll be getting against the catcher Cal Raleigh. 1-2 pitch. Raleigh golfs this one into left field, but it's going to be caught out there by Esteury Ruiz. Cesar Hernandez up next, 0-for-2 on the day. First pitch swing in, blooper into center, and it gets down. So a base runner on board for the Mariners as it sends it to the top of the lineup. Dylan Moore, 1-0 pitch, gets a nice slider, hits it into left center. It also gets down. Hernandez is actually going to try to be aggressive, and he'll make it to third. So runners on the corners, only 1 out for J.P. Crawford. He already has 2 hits today, but he can't connect on the circle change. A big strikeout by Acevedo, and now a base hit is required to bring the runners home. France gets a good piece of this fastball, but is hit right at Capel, and the Mariners squander a good opportunity here in the 8th. We'll go into the bottom half of the inning. Yency Almonte, the former Los Angeles Dodger, will come in tasked with getting through this half. Seth Brown begins for the A's, and Almonte will walk him to begin. So he puts him on first. Connor Capel up next. 1-0 pitch. Chopper over to second. Hernandez has it to go 4-6-3. A nice double play to get them out. So that'll bring it to Ramon Laureano, who steps into the batter's box. 0-for-3 on the day and 242 on the season. First pitch to Laureano. He rips it right back up the middle into center. So another 2-out hit for Oakland. As the next bring up Jordan Diaz, who had the RBI earlier. He will draw a walk. So Almonte struggling to get that final out of the inning. Langoliers up next. 0-1 pitch, and Shea crushes this one to left field, and it's out of here. A 3-run shot by Shea Langoliers. The young catcher blows this game wide open with his 15th homer of the season. Oakland is hoping that is what he is going to be doing in the future. This is now 6-1 Athletics. This game getting away from the Mariners as Almonte will get Davidson to end the half inning. We'll go into the top of the 9th. Mariners down by 5 as the former Mariner, Drew Steckenrider, is going to be asked with getting the final inning of work. He gets the first 2 batters down. Now it's up to AJ Pollock, who rips this one over to the left side of the infield. And that'll end this one. The A's offense comes alive in the latter half of the game, and they win this one by a final score of 6-1. The A's are not a good team this year, but they always seem to give us a little bit of trouble, especially when we play at Oakland. I don't know what it is, but they got the best of us here today. 6 runs on 8 hits, 1 run on 7 for the Mariners. Offense was ice cold ever since the 2nd inning. Guinn gets the win. Sheffield gets the loss. And player of the game will go to Shea Langoliers, the 3-run shot that did it in for the A's. Well, the Mariners can still reach 100 wins if they just win a couple more this episode, but this ain't going to help. We drop Game 2 to the A's 2-0 after Fujinami goes 7 2/3 and shut out baseball. We do win Game 3, though, 4-1, so we get our 97th win of the season thanks to Kirby pitching 8 nice innings. And we'll have to go up against the Texas Rangers and sweep them if we want 100 wins. Well, now it's time for us to face the Texas Rangers and hopefully bounce back after dropping the series in Oakland here at Globe Life Field. This is a big series for the Rangers. They sit 77-75 because they are in the thick of the American League wildcard race. So if they can knock off us in this series, that'd be big for them. Martin Perez, another lefty, is on the mound for the Rangers. He'll start off against Dylan Moore once more. No pun intended. And Dylan Moore will swing and miss on a full count pitch. I'm going to bring up J.P. Crawford up next to pitch. And he'll rope a curveball right over to first base where it'll be gloved. And this is a look at the Mariners lineup. It's the same that we just saw. One player to highlight, Cesar Hernandez. He's 10 for 39 his past 10 games. And he's kind of been all over the batting lineup. And he's now down in the 9th spot. So we'll see how he can bounce back. I'm going to bring up Ty France up next. 3-1 pitch to him. And he draws a walk. So one of the best hitters in the American League will be on first base. That'll bring up Julio Rodriguez, who will take an 0-1 pitch and ground it right over to first, so it'll be gloved, and that'll end the first. We'll go top 4 now, where Julio Rodriguez will rip this one into left center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Teoscar Hernandez up next. 1-1 pitch. He hits this one into right center where it will be caught as well. So out number 1. A.J. Pollock next. 2-1 pitch. He turns on a sinker and hits it into left field. This got some carry and it's over the wall. A 2-run shot for A.J. Pollock. And the Mariners are on the board first here in Arlington. His 19th homer of the season. And A.J. Pollock, even at the age of 36, is an integral part of what's going to be a Mariners playoff run. So now 2-0 in favor of the M's. Sam Haggerty up next. He'll swing and miss on a nice sinker from Perez. 2 down now for Cal Raleigh, who gets a nice hanging curveball. He's going to lift this one to left, but it's going to die down and be caught. How about top 6 now? Ty France at the dish to begin this half of the inning. He gets the circle change and does what we saw Cal Raleigh just do and fly out to left field. How about Julio Rodriguez? 0-1 pitch to him, and J-Rod crushes this one into left field. The bat has been flipped, and that is a no-doubt homer. J-Rod connects on his 20th home run of the season. I'm a little shocked he's only hit 20, but he extends the lead. He is our RBI leader. After our 410-foot blast, it is 3-0 Seattle. That'll also do it for Perez. Dane Dunning will come in relief, the righty with a 4.15 ERA this season. He needs one more out here to get through the 6th, and he's going to get a grounder over to first. Nice diving stop, but the throw is offline. And that's going to allow Pollock to be safe at first, and he's actually going to go all the way to second, so it should have ended the inning, but instead it will continue after the second error of the day for the Rangers. Now the left fielder Sam Haggerty with a nice opportunity. He is 0 for 2 on the day, but a chance to get some more runs. He's going to rip this one through the right side of the infield for a base hit. And they're going to send the run, and it's an RBI single. Sam Haggerty extends the lead. 4-0, and the error proves costly. Now it's up to Cal Raleigh to continue this inning, as he's only hit .224 against righties, and that'll go down as he misses on the slider. On the mound for the Mariners today has been Logan Gilbert. Actually skipped the intro part in the first inning, so he didn't get his stats, but he's got a sub-3 ERA, and he's looked dominant today. He gets the rookie catcher Sam Huff to strike out. That'll bring up Bubba Thompson up next, who will line this one over to short. That one will be caught. And then Rafael Ortega up next. 1-2 pitch to him, and he gets plunked, but he actually went around, so interesting 1-2-3 inning for Gilbert. Top 7 now. Cesar Hernandez will rip this one into right field, and just like that, the Mariners get the top half of the 7th start off with a lead-off double. As on the season, that'll be Hernandez's 6th. He's now on second base. Dylan Moore will swing and miss. He's not played very good this month as he goes down swinging again. J.P. Crawford up next. Rips this one through the right side of the infield for a base hit. This time they will not test the arm, and that's probably a good call. There's our runners on the corners. One away for Ty France, and he's going to ground this one right up the middle. Nice glove there by Dunning, but a bad throw throws the man off the base, and that's the third. Well, it should have been the third error. They're not going to rule that an error, but the inning should be over. Instead, the Mariners just scored another run. Dunning will be done, no pun intended, and Owen White will come in relief. And on the next batter, J-Rod lines this one off of the second base bag, and that actually allows the run to score. Very unorthodox play, but it works out in the Mariners' favor. They lead now 6-0, and then Hernandez can't check his swing in time, and he'll be thrown out at first. But the Mariners up to a pretty sizable lead here. They'll pull Gilbert after the inning, as 6 innings is enough. Almonte will get the 7th, and he'll get them to go 1-2-3, as Marcus Semien will be thrown out after a beautiful play by J.P. Crawford. Going to the 8th now, Brusdar Graterol in charge of this inning, the other former Dodger we acquired via trade this season, and he swings and misses Luis Tavares, and it's still a shutout game through 8. Graterol will also get the 9th, but it won't be a shutout as Bubba Thompson will line this one into right center. That'll be an RBI single. The Rangers finally on the scoreboard, but a couple batters later, Nathaniel Lowe will ground this one over to Moore. He'll go over to second. He'll go over to first. A 5-4-3 double play is how this one will end, and the Mariners win by a final score of 6-1. The M's pick up a very good win in their 98th win of the season. They can still reach 100 on this road stamp. They do have to sweep the Texas Rangers, who dropped to 77 and 76. Obviously, a 5-run game doesn't look like a close one, but if the Rangers wouldn't have made those 2, or should have been 3 errors, this game could have been a lot closer. Gilbert got the win. He also gets player of the game thanks to his 6 shutout innings of baseball. And we do enough to beat Texas in this one. Now, I usually don't show a lot of scores around the league, but look at this one. The Reds beat the Pirates 23-3. My goodness, is this a domination. Both these teams are not very good, but I do believe the Reds have a very bright future based off some of the trades they made. But I did want to highlight that game because that's a very, very big blowout. We win the second game of the series 6-4, so we're now only one win away from a win number 100 while the Rangers drop to 500. We do get some unfortunate news, though, as both our AAA Tacoma Rainers and AA Arkansas Travelers will not be in the postseason, and we do not win the 100th game. We don't sweep the Rangers. They win 5-2 in Game 3. That's a big win for them in the wild card race, which has been absolutely loaded. All the divisions are wrapped up, but in the wild card for the American League, the Rangers have a 1.5 lead over the White Sox and the Twins going into the final week. And look at the National League. 5 teams still in the hunt. The Braves and Giants are probably going to clinch, but you have 3 teams who are all tied for that final spot. The Padres, the Brewers, and the Phillies. That is going to be a dogfight for them in that last week of the season. And speaking of last week, so we'll round out the regular season next episode with 2 homestands against the Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers. That could be a big series for Texas, especially if they're on the fringe of the wild card. That'll do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys are getting ready for playoff baseball. I know I am. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.